Hey everybody, Justin Senior here. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how you can scale your Shopify store internationally with one app. Really powerful, also really easy. And if you want to take your brand international, this is the right way to do it. And when you're looking to scale your business, when you're looking to scale your Shopify store, going international is super powerful, right? It's pretty obvious. You're going to be able to reach new customers in new locations that you haven't yet reached, that you haven't yet advertised to, that you haven't shown your product to. This means new customers who haven't seen your product, haven't been exposed to your advertising, haven't been exposed to your brand. That's money sitting on the table, sales sitting on the table for you to capture as a Shopify store entrepreneur. And a really popular strategy right now is to set up geolocation on your Shopify store so you can automatically show the right content to the right locations. This means that if your store detects that the user is from, let's say, England, they would show content that you set up for England. If they come from Japan, you could show content for Japan, etc., etc. And there are some pain points that you might run into when you want to go ahead and implement this strategy. As crazy as it sounds, there's actually no built-in way to do this with Shopify. You're going to need to use an app. I'm going to show you the app that I use. It's super easy to use. It requires no prior technological skills. You don't need to be a programmer or know how to code or anything like that. And really, most importantly, you want to work with an app that's going to automatically use geolocation to not only improve customer experience, but to increase conversion rate, right? To make more sales. That's the whole name of the game. And if you want to do it the right way, you're going to use advanced store localization. This is what I use. This is what I highly recommend. Super, super easy to use. You see the link directly below this video. I'm going to go over the shoulder and show you exactly how to set this up. Couldn't be any easier. You're going to be able to scale internationally as soon as you set this up. So you're looking at advanced store localization. You see the link directly below this video. It's going to give you that geolocation technology that's going to immediately allow you to scale your store internationally. And they have state-of-the-art geofencing and geotargeting technology. It's going to literally allow you to create a truly customized shopping experience. Very easy. This is a little screenshot of the app over here, and really all about kind of automatically detecting, no matter where the user is coming from, to be able to detect and serve the right content in there. And regardless of the currency or the location, going to increase your sales. And that's really the whole name of the game. Super, super easy to use. Going to allow you to show and hide country-specific products or collections or content, right, at your full control using this app. All you need to do, you press the install button over here. You get a free trial available in here as well. I'm going to go over the shoulder and show you this in the back end of my store. So once you hit the install button on the app page, you'll come over here back to your store where you'll be able to confirm the installation over here, and it's then going to install advanced store localization inside of your Shopify store. You don't need to look at code or anything like that. It's going to load you into the dashboard of the app. And one of the best parts of advanced store localization is that as soon as you load the app, you get all of these configuration wizards. Literally everything that you need, step by step. These wizards walk you through and explain exactly how to get everything set up. So you see that the app is importing all of your product information. It's ready to go now, and these wizards are going to guide you along in terms of setting everything up the right way. Now we're ready to set up the app. And the first thing that we need to do is actually go ahead and enable the app. We're going to be able to do this. We can come and click over here in the buttons, but I'm going to show you over here. We'll come under settings, and we'll go to System App Status, and we're just going to simply click the Enable button. This is going to allow us to literally turn on the store and have everything installed. We're also going to enable jQuery over here. This is just something that is kind of the back end of how things work. It's a JavaScript library, but we just want to enable it. Makes this app work better. Coming over here now, we can go into our settings and see the different things that we want to do, or come back into our dashboard and see some of the different setups that we want to get going. And we have product filtering. We're going to go ahead and enable that, right? So we have the ability to now product filter, and this is going to allow us to really go down and enable or disable advanced store localization on a very, basically a very granular basis. We have product filtering and we have collection filtering. I'll show you more how that works over here in the filtering section. But we want to come through everything, and of course we have our account over here where we're going to be able to sign up for our account and manage our plan at any time. It really just depends on how many monthly visitors you have in your store. See the different plans that are available. Of course, there's also that free trial that you get as soon as you sign up for the app. So we can go into a look at some different configuration wizards in terms of defining which regions are available. And this is kind of the idea. You'll see that we're brought to the regions page where we're going to be able to create different zones. And I've created the blocker zone. Basically, you can go ahead and, kind of edit any or create or edit or delete any type of custom zone. I've created one. Let's say, for example, I want to block out people from China. I could block them out on a, just a country-wide level. If I go over here and do something like this, block all access to zone and set the blockers zone here. You'd be able to create whichever one you want, name it whatever you want, of course. Save that. You could edit it at any time. You could also set up individual things like redirecting and redirecting to referring pages if possible. But typically you're going to redirect to let's say a page like, we're coming soon to your region or something like that. Or even your email list, right? So they could sign up for your email list. So that works for something like that in there. When we have our regions set up, we're basically talking about, okay, who can see our products? Now we're going to talk about the rules for the different products in here. This is where you could filter by collection. If you wanted to have, let's say, some specific collection that would have region restrictions, you could set that up right inside of this section. Really easy to do. Go on to the next part here. We're going to, of course, enable this. Let's go ahead and enable that. Okay, we'll go to the next step. Okay, we've got these all enabled. And we're all set up. Pretty easy. Just clicking through over here. Of course, that's just our one-time setup over here. Coming over here, filters, right? So we have filtering enabled. We have filter by collections. We can come over here. We have that setup that I showed you before, but we also have per product as well. So lots and lots of different ways. I'm going to go ahead and enable the filter by product setup over here. And this is going to really set up those product and zone relationships. Basically saying, okay, what zone is the person in? Let's say if they're in China, for example, what do we want to do with a specific product? So let me show you an example over here. I can come over and you see that I have my different zones. I have zone 1, this is the default one that was loaded with the app, and then I have these 2 that I created. You can call them whatever you want. They typically are going to have more than one country in it. I'm just showing you this as an example. And really, again, what it's saying over here is this is the top level setting for product hiding. So if we want to, for example, hide a product, we're going to include it in the list. So we'll come over here and let's say we want to exclude our Downy shirt over here to that audience. We can go ahead and do that. Let's say for some reason we also wanted to do it over here. We can do it in that audience as well, or if you just want to remove that, for example, just going to go over here with this one and I'll save that product configuration. Right, we're leaving it blank over here in zone 1 and in Canada. We don't want to touch those, but over here in China we want to set up this inside here as something that is a rule, right? This product won't be shown. And there's really a lot of other ways to do product filtering as well. You have vendor, right? You also have product type, right? And all you need to do is just simply enable it over there. You can come over here and then have different product types. Let's say for some reason you don't want to have sweatshirts shown in China, right? Simple as that, right? And in fact, this will be a really easy way to get everything kind of configured because product types can be something that you can set up yourself. So they don't have to be, they could be as specific or as general as you want. And you can do filtering by product types. It's just the same way that you could actually do filtering by tags. So you could start setting up things that you use in your products, like tags and product types, to really start creating these really cool filter effects that allow you to really control exactly what you want to be seen. For example, if we were to enable tags, right, we could start doing things like, we could have, and we don't use tags in the store, but we could start adding tags like something like, let's just say something that wouldn't be sold in South America. We could put, no South America. No one's going to see that tag except us in the back end. And then that's easy for us to kind of enable and filter by tag. And anytime we want to have a product that won't be shown to, in this case, South America, we just add that tag to the product, right? These filter rules will already be in practice through the app. So really, really powerful. Just kind of has all the different filtering. This is going to be kind of the most, in my opinion, the most important part of this app, because you'll have that full control over literally every single filter that you could imagine for getting your products, and pages visible or not. Now we have over things like this in terms of store controlled settings, and these are really interesting. If you take a look, we have multi-domains. So you might have different domains or you might want to have different domains, especially for search engine optimization purposes, for different languages. So you'd be able to set that up over here. They have great support in terms of showing how to do this. And basically you just enter in the URL that you want and they'll set up the rest over here. You have multi-store redirects as well. So let's say you're using different stores, literally different domains. You could have multi-store URL set up over here. Just going to basically allow for people to navigate around easier. We have over here redirections. We have currency, of course, which is super important. We can set up currency configuration in terms of our zone by zone basis. You see, literally, we could just select any currency over here. And, this makes sense in terms of, we would put, I don't know what it is, but we'd put it over here in terms of that currency. We come over here, put the Canadian dollar, right, for Canada. So pretty straightforward, right? Basically the idea is, and again, we'd want to enable this if we want that to go live. We have control over everything, and we have all these different ways to kind of differentiate between people. And it starts in the regions. That's where you define people. You then filter products. You filter and control different settings and contacts and all these different contents, right? Literally, you're able to kind of control the text even the text for your phone numbers and your contact information, you can control in here. So they've really thought of everything. If you're an advanced developer, you could even include and inject some custom JavaScript only for specific regions. So this is pretty cool. So you have that advanced functionality as well. Now this is really cool. You could hide different content blocks. So let's say you want to have a promotion where you're only running it to North America, for example, right? We have zone 1, I think, is Canada and USA, right? So we could just literally show it right to Canada, and we'd be able to select the CSS selector of our element. This is basically the part of the code that you can go and pick out and say, okay, this is the exact section of it. We could say we're going to hide it or show it depending on the region selections here. So another advanced kind of feature here, but this gives you so much control. Literally, you can control, even down to a specific button or an image. You could have it shown or not shown by using this. So it's not just about the products, right? It's also about the currency, and it's about the content on the site. This app does it all. So that was advanced store localization. Again, highly recommended. You see the link directly below this video. Get this in your store. You could immediately start scaling internationally with this really great app. I hope this helps you make some money, and I'll talk to you real soon.